Am I wrong for saying I did not recognize my mom and dad when they tried to visit me? I grew up for the most part by my uncle and aunt. My parents got pregnant with twins. When that happened they couldn't care for any of us anymore. They put up my twin brothers for adoption but surprisingly also dumped me at my grandma. I lived for a year with my grandparents before my aunt took me in. My parents didn't say a word about what they were up to and what would happen to me. They said I would stay there for a little while. After that they never came back to pick me up again. I went no contact with my parents after they only visited 4 times the first year and then never for an entire decade. My grandparents and aunt were absolutely fed up with my parents as well. I was 14 when I decided enough is enough. I was the one making all the effort to speak with them. Eventually it worked out okay and my aunt and uncle adopted me. I never met any of my 2 brothers but last year around Christmas, one of them got into a car accident and lost his life. I was taken aback and turns out I could come to the funeral. I didn't know if my parents would also be there but I still went. Luckily I didn't see them there. I found out they were there but my lovely brother was very well liked and a lot of people showed up. They did call my aunt to ask if they could talk to me around that time but I told my aunt, no. I don't know how but during that time and a few weeks ago they found out where I would be the previous Monday. I was volunteering at a soup kitchen and they showed up. They approached me and tried to happily hug me. I knew who they were but I pretended I was being touched by a stranger and asked them stressfully who they were. They said I was their son. I told them they must have confused me for someone else, as I've got lovely parents waiting for me at home. They were taken aback and didn't know what to say. They backed down and after they left shouted I was being a rude kid for making your mom cry. Everyone I've spoken to are saying I was well within my right for acting like that, but my grandma thinks I went too far. She told me they were just trying to reconcile and they'd always be my bio parents. They said they are having a hard time too, but I don't think they deserve any of my sympathy.